nominated actress Gabourey Sidibe. You won't believe the juicy dish she reveals in the hot seat. Plus, former SNL funny man Colin Quinn gives Wendy a sneak peek at his hilarious new show. And all the latest juicy hot topics. Now, here's Wendy.
On Friday, I was over at Sirius Satellite Radio doing interviews, and who do I bump into in the lobby? Only I see he's taking pictures, so I try to avoid the situation. Hugh Jackman. Okay, well, this is what happened. Okay, do you see the door right next to my elbow? That's the exit door. So obviously, to exit the whole compound, I gotta walk in that area. And you see he's at the step and repeat for Sirius, and there were some real photographers with the cameras like this, where they hold the light up like this. They were taking pictures of him. So I try to go around the photographers and just, mind my own business. Hugh's eyes met my eyes. He walked out of frame of his pictures, extended his right hand, and pulled me into the picture. I know. Now, mind you, I'm wearing black jeans and a black top and 5-inch heels. So you see how tall he is, because there I am, 6'4" once I put my heels on. And all I could think of was, it's Hugh Jackman, hold your stomach in. So that's where you see the S curve. And then, the idea that he was wearing just a random white t-shirt and jeans, I have to tell you something. Seeing him close up, I totally get it. He is very hot. So I was trying to figure, while we're standing there posing, you're supposed to say something to one another. So I said, you were at a bar mitzvah in New Jersey 3 weeks ago? And my son was there. Generally speaking, he's the only black kid, generally speaking. Hugh goes, I know, handsome boy. And I was like, wow. And so, but this picture will always mean something big to me, because that's Wolverine and Wonder Woman in one picture. Hugh's next movie, The Wolverine, hits theaters on July 26th. Okay, as great as the weekend was, I needed it to end when I found out that Randy Jackson was quitting American Idol. I really needed to come here and talk to you. I so needed this. Okay, so Randy saying goodbye after 12 seasons. Well, he's the last remaining original judge, and in true Randy fashion, he's prepared a statement, which he gave to Us Weekly, and this is what he says. he says, what do you think he starts his statement with? Yo, yo, yo. To put all the speculation to rest, after 12 years of judging on American Idol, I've decided it's time to leave after this season. I'm very proud of how we forever changed television and the music industry. Oh, Randy. So, reportedly, he isn't the only one leaving us, because sources say that, well, we already know about Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey, and they couldn't possibly leave Keith Urban there by himself. Keith, we love you, but you don't really have much of an opinion, because it seems like you're scared of everybody will be mad at you if you say something mean. So he's not allegedly going to be staying either. They're doing a clean sweep of the show, except for Ryan Seacrest. And, part of me says, well, then just cancel the show, 12 seasons, all good things come to an end. American Idol's ratings are down, they say this season, like 25%, which even with 25% down, the ratings are still monster, and American Idol makes millions and millions and millions of dollars for the network and whatnot. So maybe you'll have to find another multi-million-dollar cash cow over there at the American Idol people. They even say that guy, Roger Lithgow, what's his name? Nigel Lithgow, the executive producer, might be out as well. So I don't know what to say, except this thing with pop stars and singers, it doesn't seem to be working. So while at one point I know you and me were thinking that Pink would make a great judge, no. And we don't want to see former winners come back, like Clay or Adam Lambert. No. And I don't know who they would put at the judges' table. And then some brilliant person in my Hot Topics meeting, I forgot who, but I agreed. They said, well, no, what? Thank you. No, it wasn't me. I forgot who it was, but, it was my executive producer, David Perla. Perla says, right, he goes, well, how about if we make us, the fans, the judges, like they do on Dancing with the Stars? Hashtag, even though I think that was probably rigged also. You know, like instead of us really voting, they make us think that we're voting, but whatever, it works. Doesn't it work when we feel as though we have a say-so? And then maybe they can Skype in with some of us regular people sometimes to talk about how the singing was on point, but the hair was wrong. And like you criticize and we be the judges. I don't know what they're going to do, but we'll be watching. And Randy, unless you take up my idea and start calling Simon Cowell so that you and Paula can get over there at the X Factor and join Simon to save that show. If that doesn't work for you, Randy, then it's time for you to go back into the brilliance that you were, which is a behind-the-scenes dude, and produce shows and make things happen. So I thought it was already official, but apparently it wasn't. Barbara Walters is retiring. Okay. We talked about this several weeks. Don't you love a black turtleneck? It just pulls everything together, whether you're young or old. I love a black turtle. It was chilly here in New York. I wore a black turtleneck and black leggings to work today. I love this uniform. Anyway, so Barbara Walters, who's 83, has confirmed. So now, I guess we were waiting for her to confirm it, that she is in fact stepping down from The View and ABC News next summer. So I said next, as in this is May, June, July. You mean this summer? Is this a typo in the announcement? They said no, next summer, as in 2014. Then why are we talking about this already? Anyway, so. But I would imagine she probably wants to stay at The View through next season so that we warm up to whoever they're going to put in the Joy Behar chair. Because now with Joy leaving and with Hasselbeck on the bubble, I mean, nobody's confirming anything, but the streets are talking. Allegedly, Hasselbeck is out, and don't feel sorry for her. You know, she married well, and her life turned out better than we thought. Remember when she was swinging from the vines in the jungle? She was on that reality show Survivor, you know, so her life turned out better than she could ever imagine. And then I guess the only two that are gonna be surviving the cut will be the two black girls. My girls, Whoopi and Sherry are hanging out. Barbara's hanging out for next season, so we'll see who the two new ones are. And we'll be watching The View. And shout out to the makeup room. Do it. At The View, they watch. Okay, great news for the Lohan family. And we very rarely say this. Okay, first of all, Lindsay's in rehab, safely tucked away at the Betty Ford Center. Although word on the street is that she kind of wants to flee because they won't give her prescription for Adderall. I know. If you're like me and need to catch up on the newfangled thing that all the kids are doing, and a lot of adults too. Adderall is like the pill version of cocaine. They tell me you can lose weight on it, and it also makes you really focused. Like, so people say, I've got ADD, and then they get these prescriptions for Adderall, and then they get turned out on it. So Lindsay needs her Adderall, and Betty Ford is saying no. But why would you want your Adderall when the only drug that you should be allowed in rehab, caffeine from the coffee, and nicotine from the cigarettes? Outside, by the way, and don't put your butts in the bushes. So anyway, but the good news for the family is that the rehab center wants to have counseling with the whole family. You know how sometimes you go to rehab, they want the mom and dad, siblings and stuff. So Betty Ford wants her parents to participate in family therapy, and Dina Lohan, the mother, says she's not gonna do it until Michael, the ex and father of Lindsay, will pay, not until he pays her the child support that he owes. Well, I guess she assumed that he didn't have it because she said that, and Michael turned around and wrote that check. $30,000. $30,000. Michael has paid his child support, so now the whole family is going to participate in getting Lindsay well, which is terrific. There's just one other thing besides the jonesing for Adderall that concerns me about her being in rehab, and that is that she's got a familiar face just down the hall. It's Charlie Sheen's ex, Brooke Mueller, who is also in Betty Ford at this particular time. This is Brooke's 20th time in rehab and Lindsay's 6th time. So if they can just keep them apart from one another, you know, then maybe this rehab thing will work for both of them. That's all. So, man, things are really heating up between Bradley Cooper and his new girlfriend, that British model Suki Waterhouse. You don't know anything about her. She doesn't come from like the Price Waterhouse family or something like that. And her daddy, I don't know what he does. So she's just a girl who happens to be British, who's 20 years old. What is a 20-year-old and a 38-year-old? What do they have in common? Well, that's what I thought. Nothing. A little, you know, action. Here goes Bradley falling in love, talking about marriage and kids with Suki. And so this is according to the National Enquirer. Like, he's really smitten with this girl, but his mother Gloria wants to split them up. Now, we've talked about Bradley and his relationship with his mom, Gloria. Gloria allegedly thinks that Suki is using Bradley to launch her career. Duh! Duh! I mean, what does a 20-year-old care about an old man who's 38? If anything, you should talk to your son about catching feelings too fast, you know, with an alleged opportunist. And while we're at it, Bradley, it is time for your mother to move out of the house. I've been talking to you about this. Only girl who's ever going to put up with that is a 20-year-old girl who has no say-so in life yet. Look, Gloria lives in the house. Okay, Bradley's father passed away a couple of years ago. And so it was a very nice gesture to move Gloria into the house. But, you know, Gloria is a young woman. You see her right there. She should be able to date and have her own life. And it would be more healthy in terms of your love life if you moved her out of the house and in a condo across town. I told you, give her a Bentley and a driver and she's good. In the meantime, no doubt the way Gloria overheard Suki talking to her friends on the phone about how, well, I don't know that it was on the phone, but in my mind it was on the phone, about how, you know, she's really digging Bradley and the whole bit. Can't you picture Gloria with a glass up to the wall, listening there in the house? It's just not healthy, Bradley, to have your mother living there. He said it's not a compound, it's not a gigantic house. It's a house like me and you live in. Can you imagine? And then your mother living... Anyway, good luck, Suki. Good luck, Bradley. Good luck, Gloria. Kobe Bryant's mother probably didn't have the best Mother's Day on account of there's dissension in the family. I was telling you last week that Kobe is suing his mom, Pam. That's her down there, right? She looks a little like Donna Summers, the late great, right? Suing his mom, Pam, to stop her from selling memorabilia that Kobe allegedly left at Pam's house. But my rules are, if you leave it at my house, then it's mine. You know, you've got like 72 hours to claim your crap before I start wearing it. This is a cute sweater that you left. Pam allegedly received $450,000 in advance money from an auction house to sell this stuff. This stuff could have gone for untold millions. But a judge has now issued a temporary restraining order preventing Pam from selling the items. And in my mind, I'm thinking, this is Kobe just kind of being jerky. You know, let your mom sell the stuff. We never read anything about them not having a, you know, or having a bad relationship or anything. So I was wondering, what is the root of this relationship? Well, thank God for Twitter. Because Kobe got on Twitter and shared with us all exactly what his relationship is with his mother. You've got to read between the lines. And if you're watching at home, notice how every word gets bigger. When you give, and they take, at what point do you draw a line in the sand? Hurt beyond measure, gave me no warning. Love, question mark? Well, if you're like me, you thought that Kobe had an amazing relationship with his mother and father, and that he, at the root of him, he is like a mom's boy, not in the unhealthy way like Bradley Cooper, but in the healthy way, like, you know, like a mom's boy and loves his family and that whole bit. So I'm surprised to hear these revelations. I'm even more surprised that he's made them so public. Miss Pam, your son is Kobe Bryant, and as long as you attempt to do right by him, you will always be taken care of. I think it's now time to put the brakes on the auction, but don't give back the stuff. Put the brakes on the auction and get things right with your son, and then ask him if you can sell the stuff. And maybe he'll say, yeah, that's all. I got up yesterday like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I went out to the store because that's what I wanted to do for my Mother's Day. I just wanted to, you know, run to the store and pick up a few tchotchkes, and then I got a couple of coffees, and I drove over to my mom and dad's house where my mom and I had Mother's Day coffee, and I gave her a card and some gifts, none of which I bought because we gave everything away free here on the show. That's okay, her birthday's coming up next Monday, so I got her for that. But you know, we've been giving away some really good stuff. So anyway, and I brought her all my magazines, because like me, my mom loves reading the magazines. And one that caught both of our eyes was Kerry Washington on the cover of the June Elle magazine. Oh my gosh. And one day, I'm gonna be up in the club with these party pants right here. Suzanne, you know, this is my part of my dream outfit to the club. Oh my gosh. Anyway, surprisingly, this is Kerry's first appearance on a fashion magazine cover. Can you believe that? I know, I was gagging too. You give good supermodel in cutoffs. Kerry, you know, is starring in that new movie Peoples with David Alan Grier, and they'll both be here tomorrow. And then later on this week is the season finale of Scandal on Thursday. So make sure that you're tuned in. Speaking of good stuff to give away, it's now time for our hot stuff giveaway. Thanks, Suzanne. You're welcome. Okay, so let's see what it is. Why, it's $200 worth of fabulous accessories. These accessories were hand-picked, especially for the Wendy studio audience, by personal stylists at StitchFix.com. What I love about Stitch Fix is that they make the luxury and personal shopping available for every woman. You simply take a style quiz profile, and then they send you the clothes and accessories tailored to your style, and what you don't want, you send back. It's a fabulous concept. And these things right here, like I love this Cuban links little chain thing. Look at this, though. You got the same matching thing on this side. Girls, you're gonna love wearing this stuff. I love bracelet tchotchkes, and so will you. Thank you so much, Stitch Fix. Studio audience, you're all going home with this fabulous stuff. And we've got a great show for you. Comedian Colin Quinn is here, but up next, don't miss the always enjoyable Gabourey Sidibe. Keep it here.
Wendy kicks off Music Superstar Week.
Music's biggest names come to our stage. After a 4-year break from music, she's back and better than ever.
Brandy's on the couch.
It's just, I'm so excited.
And on the stage with a fabulous performance.
Wendy Williams is brought to you by L'Oreal Paris, because you're worth it.
First guest stops by. She's funny, always entertaining. She was an Oscar-nominated actress for her fabulous performance in Precious, and now she stars on the hit Showtime series, The Big C. Take a look.
You sure you didn't see a pair of diamond hoop earrings? They're really sparkly, and I know how much you love sparkles.
Nope. Maybe you should clean up your area a little bit. Usually, when I lose something, I start cleaning, and then I can find...
Are you saying I'm messy?
I didn't hear myself say that.
I think it was implied.
Okay, I'll put it this way. You are messy. I didn't see your earrings, but I did see your herpes medication in the bathroom. In case you're looking for it.
Please welcome Gabourey Sidibe.
Chanel No. 5,
yes.
and then some Victoria's Secret scents.
Yes, you layer your scents.
Of course, I like to mix.
Yes, and now happy belated 30th birthday.
Yeah.
Gabourey, for some reason, I always thought that you were like 25 years old.
Yeah.
I had no idea that you were 30. Did you feel weird turning 30?
Well, I'm always sad and I cry a lot more. But I'm kidding. I'm pretty happy because I'm a much more fantastic 30-year-old than I thought I'd be.
Good.
And so,
good for you.
Yeah, I'm really good with it.
Now, how did you celebrate?
Well, I had to shoot in LA, and so I was shooting a movie, and they threw me a birthday party, which was really sweet. But the real celebration happens this week. I'm gonna fly to Milan. I'm gonna fly to Rome. I know, right? I'm going to Rome and then to Milan to see Beyonce in concert.
Wow, that's fabulous.
Yes.
That's a great way to see her.
I know.
So who are you going with? Who are your road dogs?
I'm going with a friend, and he's like a travel maven. Like, he's got this website called The Points Guy, and so like everything's gonna be like super like inexpensive, and just like we're gonna see all of Italy, and just like for basically like $1,000 or something.
And just the two of you.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Now, is that a romantical friend?
No, it's not. He's gay, but he's like one of my gays.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Maybe if I can switch him. Maybe.
Well,
we'll see how much we drink.
Are you? Are you in a romantical relationship now?
Oh God, no. I'm so happy to be single, just because like I am so. It's just like I am so busy. I have to travel. I'm gonna be gone most of the summer.
Oh yeah.
Just like filming here, filming there, and like I really don't need some whiny person at home being like, "You're never home. I miss you." Just like.
Has that happened?
Get your life, yeah.
Because the first time I met you, you were with a boyfriend. That was a couple of years ago. We were at the club, doing it.
Doing it.
So how long has it been since you've had a boyfriend? How long have you been single?
Not long enough. I mean, because he was awful. I think it's been almost a year, which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been real happy.
Well, I was reading an article about you. You made some headlines when you said that your boyfriend was gay, or
You know, because I did a show after the girl who was dating the basketball player that just came out.
Jason,
Yeah, and I was like, and I just made an offhanded comment. I was like, well, who hasn't dated a gay dude?
I say that all the time
Yeah,
here.
haven't we all?
I have. You have. Have you?
We've all. Like,
We've all.
It's not a big deal. Whatever. It was a joke based on true facts.
Based on true facts.
It was a joke.
No, but I always say, especially when we're younger and we're trying to hone in our gaydar. So do you have good gaydar now that you're 30?
I used to think I have good gaydar, but like really it goes out of the window once some dude is like extra handsome.
Then you don't care.
Yeah, then I don't think about it and I don't care.
Right. So now, I also heard that you're tired of playing the sassy black girl.
Yeah, which is
Yes, girl, the bangs look fabulous. Do it again.
This?
Yes. And I love the highlights.
Thank you.
So what's the deal with the sassy black girl thing?
Well, I think I get a lot of, sometimes, you know, they're like, can you be a little more sassy? Or can you just like, I'm like pretty much done saying, oh, hell no, in every role. You should just like make a drinking game out of it. Watch like a black show and watch how many times they say, oh, hell no. I just sort of don't want to do it anymore.
So, well, you're gonna have time on your hands because the fantastic, I'm sorry, by the way, that this show is about to end, the big C. The C stands for cancer on Showtime. I love the show, Laura Linney, you, everybody on the cast. Is it bittersweet or just bitter?
It's bittersweet. You know, I love the show, I love the cast, and just, you know, we had a great time, but it's also okay that it's coming to an end. You know, it's really, you know, it's like a graduation more than like, you know.
Well, it's okay for you because she's already got her next job. Look.
Yes.
She's going to be joining the cast of American Horror Story this fall. Are you excited?
Yes. It's one of my favorite shows, and I just, like, 10 minutes ago in the dressing room found out that Angela Bassett has joined, and I had my own revival.
She's good. now look.
She is so amazing.
They film out in L.A.?
No, we actually film in New Orleans.
In New Orleans?
Yeah.
Now, do you still have your apartment here in Manhattan?
Yeah, I do.
And so, how's your mother doing? I wanted to ask, because I know that you're close with her.
She's really, really great. She's been touring a lot, actually, while I'm shooting.
She's a musician.
Yeah, she's a singer. She's gonna be in, I think, Romania, like, for like 3 weeks or something, singing in Romania. So she's traveling a lot.
And you just got your driver's license?
Yeah. In December, I'm a brand new driver. Stay off these streets.
Where did you get it? Where did you get it? Did you get it here in New York?
Yeah, I got it here. I took the road test in Staten Island.
Now, are you gonna get a car?
No.
Okay, but I like your driver's license picture. I didn't know we were allowed to smile anymore.
I don't think people are. But the DMV ladies knew who I was, and so they were very nice to me. And they let me take the picture like a few times.
Oh, I got you. Well, congratulations on finally having a driver's license, girl.
Look,
we're going to take a break, everybody. Gabby, when we come back, is going to sit in our hot seat, so we'll get to know even more about Gabourey Sidibe. Keep it here. Game, and Gabourey Sidibe is going to play with us. We're going to ask Gabby 4 questions, starting off warm and then turning up the heat to extra hot. Gabby, are you ready?
I feel like this is a lot of smoke. And Snoop Dogg back there, this is a lot.
It's for the dramatic effect of the hot seat.
I feel dramatic.
Okay, Gabby, your 40-degree question. What was your most embarrassing thing that you've done while drunk?
Oh, dang. Okay. Okay, this one time I was having a Corona drinking challenge with my manager to see who could drink it the fastest.
Okay.
And I won, but then the bubbles, like 2 minutes later, I was like, I have to throw up. But there were like 8 people in front of me. Like I was sitting at the table, like 10 to 12 people.
And you couldn't make it?
I couldn't, so like I grabbed the water, my water glass, and threw up in it.
Yay!
It didn't overflow, and nobody noticed.
Yay!
I'm a champ.
You're a lady. Okay, Gabby, your 60-degree question. Out of all of your former co-stars, Eddie Murphy, Ben Stiller, Lenny Kravitz, who would you marry, who would you sleep with, and who would you run over with your car?
Dang, that's violent.
Eddie Murphy, Ben Stiller, Lenny Kravitz.
I would marry Lenny Kravitz because I feel like he's a good, strong Christian man.
Okay.
With his own island.
Okay.
I probably would sleep with Eddie Murphy, but I'd wrap it up because he's fertile.
Okay.
And I guess I'd hit Colin Farrell with my car. Nothing serious. I don't know him like that. I just don't know him like that.
I said Ben Stiller, but that was
Ben Stiller.
It's okay, girl. It's okay. Okay.
Ben Stiller too, he could get it.
Your 80-degree question. Would you ever give up your career for a man?
No, hell, no.
Okay.
No.
Not even if he had the money of a count with a castle?
Ooh.
And exactly, you gotta think about it now.
I would think about it, but still, my career makes me way happier than any man has.
Got you.
So.
Great answer. Okay. Here's your 100-degree question, Gabby. This is your final one. Who'd be your celebrity one-night stand?
There's so many choices.
Gun to head.
Ryan Gosling.
There you go. Gabourey Sidibe, there she is. The Big C. Hereafter airs Monday nights at 10 on Showtime. Give some love to Gabourey Sidibe. Next comedian, Colin Quinn. Thank you. All week long, it's one singing sensation after another.
Tuesday.
Music Superstar Week is about to get huge. The incomparable Alicia Keys gets personal on the couch, so it wasn't love at first sight.
Oh, it was totally different.
And then gives us a performance you'll never forget.
Monday, Wendy kicks off Music Superstar Week.
Music's biggest names come to our stage. After a 4-year break from music, she's back and better than ever.
Brandy's on the couch
It's just, I'm so excited.
and on the stage with a fabulous performance.
But for now, I couldn't figure out the reason.
Our next guest kept us laughing season after season on Saturday Night Live. He says it like he means it, which makes him our kind of guy in his new one-man show, Unconstitutional. Please welcome the very funny Colin Quinn. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad to be here, too.
So,
If I hear Ryan Gosling's name out of One More Woman, I'm going to drop him.
I
when
know,
see
right?
it. We get it. He's kind of cute.
Although, you know, I'm lobbying for him to play Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey.
Really?
I think he'd be perfect.
I think he'd be perfect for everything. I think he should be president of the United States. Enough for them.
Are you-
Office.
Private.
Right.
Are you a native New Yorker?
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact. I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Well, I'm from Park Slope. I know that's not considered Brooklyn anymore. It's kind of a Swiss village now. But,
Yeah,
you know,
a lot of changes.
I was there
over
yesterday for Mother's Day, which I'm not. Mother's Day is a little. You know, I don't want to jump on the Kobe bandwagon on this, but it's a weird holiday because I don't like any holiday where you get the same gifts that you get for Valentine's Day for the person you're sleeping with, chocolate and flowers. It's creepy. Let's be honest.
That is a point.
Thank you.
And so, I also heard that one of your best friends is Jerry Seinfeld.
Big Jar. Why is that good news? He's not giving me any of that money. What are you all happy about?
I saw him out once and tell him I said hello. Hi.
I will.
Hello, Jerry.
Hi, Jerry.
So your style of comedy.
Yes.
We love it because it's in your face. It's say it like you mean it.
Thanks.
Do you ever get in trouble for it?
Sure I have. I mean, you know, over the years, especially in the politically correct environment we live in, there's certain things you're not supposed to talk about.
Like
obviously.
what?
Well, race is one of the big subjects, especially if you want. You're not really supposed to mention racial things. Like, when I was growing up, if I told a story, a true story,
Yes.
and I was like, well, you know, this black guy, people go, yeah, what happened? Now if I tell it, people go, whoa, why does he have to be black in your true story?
Or God forbid you say black, it's supposed to be African American.
Well, that too, yeah.
I just stick with black.
Yeah.
It's what I grew up with. I can't get with the other part.
Me too.
But and then how are you with making jokes about the president?
Do I look like a creep with my jacket? Should I be unbuttoning this right now?
I don't know. Is it tight? You look fine.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I'm not really a fashion person, but, you know, I want to be
well,
like...
why did you wear your jacket out? You could have
Because
left it in
I
the
wanted
back.
to be a fashion. I was afraid to get underdressed, so I figured I'd put a suit on. People were like, oh, you must dress like this all the time.
Yeah, no, but this is a fashionable crowd.
I don't. This
Look,
is my suit.
But well, we even have a shoe camera for the fashion.
Oh,
Do you want us to give
heavens.
you
All
some
right, no.
shoe cam? Yes! We are fashion here. We
Yes,
are
I
fashion.
know. That's why I'm so aware. I'm hyper aware. But the president, yeah. Well, the only person that's made any jokes about President Obama in the 5 years he's been in is President Obama. That's how scared people are to make jokes. No late night talk shows. Only he makes them at the White House press conference, telling people, hey, it's okay to joke about me. See, I'm doing it. This is pathetic. The people joke around the president.
Around him.
They'll be like, hey, you hear the joke about President Obama? What? Joe Biden. Ha, ha, ha. And everyone's like, woo, that was a close call.
In your show, you have Kardashian jokes?
They're not Kardashian jokes, just that they're like the symbol of America because the whole principle, the reason people have hope in this country is you don't have to be a genius to make a lot of money in this country, right? And Kris Jenner is like, you know, not that she's, but she's got that thing. Basically what happened was the husband, the original husband, OJ's lawyer, he was famous, he carried the bloody clothes out. People forget that. He was the guy, the cover-up guy. Then a few years later, the daughter makes a sex tape, OJ, Ray J, and then, you know. So most people would think, hey, family, get together, let's keep it low-key. We've got a couple of shady incidences, you know. She's smart. She understands the system. She's like, everybody get over here, family. We had a murder, cover-up sex tape. This is our shot. Just start.
Colin, by the way, worked on both Saturday Night Live and in Living Color.
Yes, I did.
So you've been around.
I've been around.
What's the difference in terms of atmosphere?
Well, obviously, the luncheon menu is a little different because, you know, Living Color, they were like Chinese food, you know, chicken. And Saturday Night Live, it's more like sushi type thing. And also the time difference. Like on SNL, everybody showed up at the same time. Living Color, everybody just shows up whenever they want. Nobody gets mad. They're just like, yeah, whatever, I'll see you later. You're going to be here too. Nobody even mentions. Don't even mention if somebody's like 2 hours late. Everybody's like, hey, what's going on?
It's CP time.
Yeah.
It's colored people's time.
Yeah, CP too.
That's what we say in the community.
Yes, I know.
It was really nice to meet you.
Thank you so much.
I hope to see you around more.
Thanks.
Everybody, you can check out Colin Quinn. His show is called Unconstitutional. It's at the Barrow Street Theater on May 16th until June 4th, right here in New York City. Up next, everybody, it's time for Ask Wendy. Keep it here. If you love watching The Wendy Williams Show, you'll love attending a taping even more. Big fun. If you're ever in the New York City area and you want free tickets, go to wendyshow.com. See you soon. Welcome back. This is Chanel, and she's from Long Island, and she's got an Ask Wendy question.
Hey, Wendy. How you doing?
All right. Oh, boy.
So a coworker of mine, we used to get along really, really great at work, but once I started getting some more recognition from my boss, she stopped talking to me. And another coworker of mine, a good friend, told me that this girl smiles in my face, but talks about me behind my back.
Yes.
And I think it might be because she's kind of jealous of me. So I want to know from you, Wendy, should I keep it quiet or should I confront her?
I've got a full chapter in my Ask Wendy book. It's called Workplace Drama. And one of the things that I say, and you're going to learn this at a very young age because you're only 19, work is not a place to make friends. It's a place to know people. You can know people and be cordial. No, you shouldn't confront because she's going to try to play you out of your position and make you look crazy in front of the bosses. Keep your mouth shut. And about this friend who told you that your ex-friend is talking behind your back, don't friend up with her either. Workplace is not the place for friendships or love. But you can read more about that in my Ask Wendy book. All right?
Thank you, Wendy.
Good luck climbing the corporate ladder. Up next, everybody, we're going to share some of your comments about today's hot topics. Keep it here. You understand? All right, girl. Closed captioning for the Wendy Williams Show is brought to you by... Wendy Fan Feedback. Earlier in Hot Topics, I was sharing with you that Randy Jackson is leaving American Idol after 12 seasons, and this is what you had to say. Sis H says, I will truly miss Randy, but they need a major shakeup on Idol in order to save the show. Angela M writes, Idol was at its best when Randy Paula and Simon. It's time for Idol to be canceled. And Robin C says, yo, 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 bye-bye, dog. Thank you for all of your comments. You can always join in on our lively conversation each day on my Facebook and Twitter pages. We'll be right back. Keep it here.
Headsets, cameras, places, please.
Time today. You know, my co-host, my studio audience, thank you for being my beacon of light. Yes. I would invite you to join me if you have time in your schedule. We're here in New York. The tickets are free. Go to wendyshow.com and find out how to get yours. And we're doing live shows through the end of July, so we are here. Everybody from the movie Peoples, Kerry Washington is here along with David Alan Grier, and we are going to put them both in the Wendy hot seat. Plus, we've also got sexy guy candy tomorrow, and of course, the latest juicy hot topics. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.